This college history professor proves why college students are dropping out of college. Because when he makes an outrageous claim against Trump, Charlie Kirk destroys all his claims in one swoop.
I'll tell you what, wearing a blazer was a wrong decision today. Man, I am hot. I'm actually an instructor in history. I teach at the college level. My main area is World War I and World War II. And I really hate it when I'm teaching those classes and then we have a political discussion and students immediately go to the fascistic, kind of like Hitler comparison. But that's my question that I have for you. At what point, if you see the development of what's happening currently right now to Trump's rise to power, his progression to getting his second term, compared to Weimar Germany during the in-war period? Because there's a lot of correlations there. And this isn't propaganda. I can give you list after list after list. I mean, if you look at, you have a populist movement, right? You have someone who is has a cult of personality, a very effective rhetoric. If you look at the assassination attempts that were on Hitler and on Trump, if you look at even the iconography that you have within the MAGA hats, you have a white lettering on a red background. If you even go even further.
Oh, I got another one you forgot. Yeah. Did you know that Hitler had a dog?
No. So the very nature of history is seeing a level of comparison of analysis. Once again, I'm not.
Oh my goodness, Hitler was also a vegetarian, so vegetarians are also likely to kill their whole population. This is such a sloppy analysis, and you know it.
No, because I'm trying to step piece at a time to ask you, because the question isn't definitive. You're trying to build an argument, which is the very nature of it. And to sit down and observe and ask these questions, because it tends to get to the right that there's this accusation that certain comparisons aren't allowed on the left. And so I'm asking you, in a high level of integrity, do you see these comparisons? Not to call Trump Hitler. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to ask is, if you're sitting down paying attention, at what point would you say maybe you're starting to exceed the level of someone who's trying to act as a liberator to getting to the point of the despot?
Well, first of all, I think the entire premise is wrong. You cannot draw a linear connection with every figure of history to the moment of time. First of all, that's just an incredibly sloppy way of looking at things, because then everything becomes Nazi Germany and everything is Hitlerian. For example, people are like, oh, Joe Biden is acting like Hitler, which, by the way, he acted far more as an autocrat than Donald Trump ever would, locking his political opponents in jail.